Look at my table. Look at my table. Look what I brought out. Not my water. Look what I brought out. Y'all don't even know how long I've been trying to get some workable space, okay? And I didn't know what I was going to do. Y'all saw the video. If y'all ain't see the video before this video, y'all should go back and watch it. I know it's 2 hours. It's a long video. It was a catch up. It was a craft with me catch up. It was all of that. But it was good. Trust me, it was good. But I'm just saying, I had to throw a little short in between that one and this one just so you could just, you know what I'm saying, see the process. Look at what happened to this table, okay? This table is in a broke down, organized way. And it took me all day yesterday. It took me from, let me see, I probably started about, I'm going to say about 11 something. Yeah, about 11 something in the morning. And it took all day. When I finished, because I stopped, I ate, and all of that. But y'all, I'm just saying, when I finished last night, I said, oh, it was 6 o'clock. And I was like, oh, we're going to work until 12. So we kept on working. We took everything off the table till it was just white, just table. Nothing else was up here, okay? Nothing. I organized everything. I opened little, what you call these things? These bins, like one don't even have a top on it, right? I organized this. I took all these milk crates and I zip tied them together so they could be a stand. And when I had all of them facing the opposite way, right? So it can come around here like this. And they was like this, looking at the table. But then the one on the bottom swiveled around. And I was like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. So I left these two to face me because I can reach it. And then these are all of the compartment little boxes, like a shoebox, plastic shoebox, little mini totes and things all organized. These used to be stacked up like this on my table. Right, the slide now. This used to be stacked up on my table. That's what it used to be. And then I broke it all down and put it over here. And then on this corner, my printer has been sitting up here on these totes. Now this tote is nothing but paper. All paper. You can't even see. All paper. Look at that all the way through. And this is a real long blue tote, right? And then this is my stickers. And then this is some more paper in this bin. And this is all scraps. And my printer used to set up here because I couldn't find a home for it. But now it's on this table. That's where I wanted it. Because when I got to use my laptop for something and print, I always have to put it like right here in the middle of the table and then put it away because I don't have no craft space and no home for it. But now it has a home and the sewing machine has a home. So I couldn't practice sewing paper like, the girls, the women, they do. They do some sewing. I don't know what none of it is about, but I see them. But I couldn't bring my sewing machine out because I had nowhere to put it in here right now. But look how organized this is. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Like all of my inks and things are right here, and extra paper binders, binder clips, right? My paper ruffles and things, paper beads, all of my glues, adhesives, glitters, all of that. Just the silicone stamps up there, and the paper cutter, and the long reach stapler. This is a long reach stapler. Somebody only know what this is, but this is the kind that I could just had and not bought this here contraption. This called the Crocodile Big Bite. Okay, but that can punch holes and this one cannot. So yeah, we have all of this order and it's wonderful. And so now I've been talking 5 minutes. Now this stuff right here, almost 5 minutes. This is all like, this is the inside of this quilt. Okay, this quilt is this quilt. I might use this on a journal cover, honey. But I cut up one of my old quilts that was still in good condition, but I cut it up because I needed something and I wanted it to be white. And so this is the inside of the quilt, right? And then this is all the lining to the quilt that will be on your skin when you put it on the bed. But I ain't had nowhere to put it, so it's on my drying rack, which is fine because all this is junk journal. And then these are books that I need, right? Easy pull, because all of my books are housed in those crates. But all of my Christmas is set up on my bookshelf and all of that. Okay? All you gotta do is hang around, stay with me a little while, and get to see what's happening over here. And then you'll know, why it's looking like this. Why you ain't no space. This stuff will overtake you. You gotta organize it and focus. You understand? So here we go. These are my books that I do my collaging, like glue pages. All this stuff right here, and this stuff right here, and just all of this right here, those two Bibles right there, all of this in the middle, and this right here in that stencil book right there. All of that. Okay, let's look at it again. This book, that stencil folder, all of this except for these two, except these envelopes and this little plastic pouch. But all of this, that stencil, this orange book, right? All of this right here, okay? And those two Bibles. All of that stuff right there used to be right here on this corner of this table. Right here. And this too. This was behind all of the books. It was all piled up right here like this. And now it's not piled up like this no more. Because I took all this stuff off this whole shelf. Put all my Christmas stuff, all my Christmas junk journal stuff down there. Then my coffee dyed, tea dyed, and paper that is painted is there. And all of my tissue paper, different colors and styles is there. Like it's different printed kind. And then I got reams of paper on that end. And then I said took all this apart yesterday. Okay? I took all that apart. I moved all of this, took all of that off of there and everything. And okay, just to get this whole table together so I can have this space. So now these are the things I'm about to be using to make these hidden paper clips. Okay, they're going to paper clips. I got some books. I got some magazine. Only one. Only brought one magazine because I want some pretty flowers. But I have Bird's book. This is a field guide. Then I have this Reader's Digest, Insects and Spiders, and that little book, which is just a little reader. Then I have all of these pouches of cardstock offcuts. That's what people call them, offcuts, okay? You might want to call them scraps. I'm just trying to slide this in here, but it's not open. So now it is, okay? I bought this over here so I can use some of them. And I have a couple more books. I love this book. When I went to the, what is called, the book thing? Yeah, this book used to be $1.50 for all of this book. Anyway, when I went to the book thing, I saw this book. And I was like, this real old. And I opened it. And it's just lovely, right? It's like a field guide. And it's got little black and white pictures, if you will, in it. But I love this little book. And I went a second time. They had another one. I got both of them. I got this one and the last one that I saw, okay? Then I got my stamp book. Got this at the thrift store a while ago. $5. All of these stamps. Okay, they don't have no adhesive on the back, but it's just like a book that, you know, is like showing you all of the stamps. So, right. And then I bought a hymnal up here, okay? This thing came from my church. This came from a church that was getting rid of it. Okay, they was getting rid of a lot of Bibles and a lot of hymnals and stuff because they said they don't use it and it's old. I don't know how God going to deal with the people who do stuff like that, but God, I'm bringing this over here and I'm putting it in this lovely work over here, and we're going to talk about Jesus on this channel over here. Okay, that's what we're going to do over here. We're going to talk about Jesus and we're going to craft, and that's what we're doing over here. Okay, so I'm right here now. I think I need to plug up the other light because I ain't turned that light on yet. And I might need some extra light. Okay, so let's put that on. But I had to give an update about what I was doing because I absolutely did a little short about it, you know, showing all the chaos and what looks all crazy and everything like that. What is going on here with my laptop? Something ain't right over here. Okay, we got that. All right, now we are going to start. Okay, I still want to move my contraption that holds my phone overhead. I was going to put it on this side of the table so it's not in my face because it's right here. But I said, even though that would work and that would be good, I won't be able to see, people's comments and things. Hi, vegan. How you doing? Yeah, so I am ready to make a couple of hidden paper clips, okay? Let me move these things over here because I want all of them to be piled up right there. And I'm going to look in here for a second and see what I want. I saw one or two things and I said, okay, we're going to get a couple things together real quick. And you got to have something lovely. See, this is lovely. You can put this on a paper clip. You can get that and put on a paper clip. But, my hard thing is looking at what's behind the page, okay? And I got to not do that. Because if you do it, listen, I forgot to show y'all this stuff too. Like, uh-oh, see what happened? This thing get on my nerves, honey. I need something else that can do something. Because this, if you try to adjust this, the whole thing, you see what happened, fell straight over. Meanwhile, this is a basket that I got from the thrift store some time ago, and the bottom is out, and I just cut a nice piece of cardboard and put it in there. I don't know if it came like that, but I think had this weaving in here that looked like wicker, and all of the bars is at the bottom. Like, y'all don't need to see it, but I'm going to show y'all, okay? It's like that. And so I just put that in there, right? That's not what I was showing y'all, but it doesn't matter. It just, people want to know how you did something, what you got. You might find something like that. I can't use that because that's broken. That's messed up. And I only paid like $3 for this, like $2 and some change. Okay, $2 and some change, like $2.49, and it's still good. And it's been sitting over on my other shelf over there for a long time because I had no space for it. It used to be in my basement when I was using my basement for my gospel meditations channel. So, but what I was showing y'all is this other basket. See, somebody might be saying, well, where your other stuff at? Right, it's right here. My scissors and, my blocks and my punches and all that stuff. It's right there, all nice and neat. And y'all, I'm talking about I'm happy over here, okay? Because it's like order and everything. It's a struggle sometimes. I'm trying to figure out where this needle came from. But that's all right. I got 3 of them up here now. So there you go. We have this. Listen, I said we have this, and all at once I heard the scripture come in my head. Said we have this treasure in earthen vessels. And I was like, wow, that just came out of nowhere. So I just was reaching for my scissors, but I wanted to show y'all how, compartmentalized things are over here. I'm happy about this because I've been sitting here and saying, man, I can't wait till I move or unpack. Okay? I can't wait, but I am waiting. We use that terminology, I can't wait. But you are waiting because you haven't done anything about the whole situation. Ain't nothing you can do sometimes. You just have to sit down, pump all of your brakes, and wait. Okay? Now I want this, but I like this too. Okay, so I'm not sure. Let's see what's over here. Oh yeah, we can get that one too. Okay, so let's get this. We can't worry about your little eggs. It's gonna be okay. Everything's all right. Everything's all right, buddy. Baby, buddy. Okay, we're gonna use this one, and I think we're gonna use this, but this might be too big. But I can just get that. They don't have to have that flower on there. But that's just so super cool. Like, don't separate it. Let's see what else we see. Might want to use that somewhere else. That's cute too. Okay, you got to think about what you want to put on these paper clips and stuff. Aren't you a cutie? You are indeed. Let's see. We can get you because you little and cute. And maybe we can add something to you. I got these new scissors out, honey. I had some scissors in my cart for Amazon, and it was $7 for 3 pair. And that might not be a lot for somebody's thinking, like, that's not a lot. That's pretty cool. But you don't know if they're going to be stupid, like them black and red ones that I bought from Temu. They were sharp, but they stupid. And these my Westcott's. You know, I said they sharp, but they stupid. That means they were sharp when they started. Now when you cut, it kind of bend the paper. And these my Westcotts, I got these at Dollar Tree, like, I don't know, 8 months ago or something. I bought 2 pair. And now they're getting a little bit bendy when I cut paper, like cardstock or thick paper. So it's like, okay, we got to get ready to invest. And as I was cleaning off that shelf over there, that big stand, I found both pairs of these Westcotts that I bought a couple months ago. And I was so happy. I was like, yes, hey, Robin. I was like, thank you, God. Let me delete them scissors in my cart. And I did. Because when you have stuff and you ain't got nowhere to put it, you just kind of tuck stuff here and there. And then you come across and you're like, dang, I bought that and I already had this, right? So we got 2 things out of here right now. You don't know people into bugs or whatever, but you can't worry about if they're into the bugs. This look like almost like a person and stuff. I got stickers that look like people and everything. Not that it looks like a person, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying, y'all. We're just trying to find something cute. That's cute right there. A human view. Look at that. That's cute. What if I cut that out? If I cut that out, oh yeah, you can cut that, but it's gonna mess that one up. You gotta get that blue one though. We can do that. We can get the blue one. The blue one is all right. I always think like that because listen, I'm trying not to waste my stuff, but sometimes you can't worry about what's behind it. You just gotta cut what that says: insect view, human view. Okay, the insects see it through blue lens, and we see it like that. So we looking at the flower, they looking at this part. This is food to them. Okay, that's what they showing us. I ain't read nothing, but that's my thinking. Okay, so we got 3 things out of here. That's enough. Okay, so then, okay, so now let's look in our birds book. Okay, and see what we see in here. I cut some stuff out of here already, but you know, a lot of this stuff look like repeat and everything, doubles and triples and things. That's kind of cool. Cinnamon teal. That's kind of cool. But you gotta make sure it can fit the paper, your paper clip. This kind of cool right here, I think. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. Let's see if we can separate them. Oh, we're gonna get a little close. All right. Okay, so we got this. All right, so right now we got 3, 4. We got 4. Okay, and let's see what else. Maybe we can find something small that can pair up with this little butterfly. Something small like that, but like this. But I want it to be separate. But we might find something else cool. It don't have to come out of this book. But we found us. Let's see what we found. We found that. That's kind of cool. It need a little more space, but I ain't had no space. I had to cut it close to what was there, right? So how y'all doing today and everything on this Sunday? Have y'all thoroughly been enjoying this Christmas week, this holiday week for those who don't celebrate Christmas? Okay, somebody don't celebrate Christmas. That's so cool too. This butterfly is going this way, and I was thinking that one or this one, because maybe I could get that. This is very cool. Let me see. I might find something else. Keep on looking. Keep on looking. Oh, it's so pretty. I love these birds. Y'all, birds get ready to be one of my things, right? I be looking on Pinterest all the time, and studying how to draw these birds because I don't really know what it is, but you know, some kind of way I just started liking birds. I was like, and I got a whole lot of books, and I be always looking for more bird books. I don't even know why. This kind of cool. They talking to each other, but what if I separate them and just get that? Because that's what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at, let's try and come up here. Y'all don't have to be talking to each other. All right, let's go this way and take this out. And then we'll drop this off in here. And then we got to separate these. Painted bunting. That's what this is called. A painted bunting. All right, we'll try to get that and come on around. This is not no fussy cutting. This is getting it out of the book. Okay, now we got 2 of them, and that's good. Let's put these down here. And then, we don't need this one yet. We need, this is going to be for something else, but I want to get a couple stamps. That's a nice one. It's U.S. postage. I don't know how many. Type 5. No. All right, let's see. How about this one? Let's get this. This can be a stamp here. And then let's find us maybe like 2 more. I love that these, talk about something, then you get the stamps instead of stamps, and then you can't even, you know what I mean? You just lose a lot. They weren't thinking about us when they created this book. They just was, talking about the stamps and everything. I have to tell myself this all the time. Joanne, they wasn't thinking about nobody with no idea for no junk journal. That was not on their mind. Okay, let's get this one up here. I'm trying to get different colors that can kind of, be nice for what we're trying to create on a paper clip. Baby. All right, so we can put this and this and that together. That'd be cool. Make, somebody out there pushing the button all these times. All right, so now we got those. I think a green one might look good too. Let's see if we can get one. I see one right there. Here's one right here. No matter who it is. Just get it. And see, these things, some people pull all this stuff and do all this before they start their video, but not me. I be saying, I don't even know what I'm getting ready to do right now. I just, got to come up with it. Let me see what I'm going to do. That's 1. This is 2. This is 3. That's 4. This is 5. Okay, I'm trying to put that together, and then I'm looking here, and then we can get started. I saw something in here that I wanted to use already, and it was kind of large. It's an image that I already cut on that page, and I said that would make a cool something. These some lovely magazines, and I just don't even like to cut out of them. This is kind of cool too. That's kind of cool, but it's almost like that stamp idea. I don't want to have 2 of the same, but I saw something that almost looks like an old letter or something, something like that. But, I mean, it might not look like a letter, but let me show you what it is. I should have folded the page, but I don't want to fold the page. I don't want to fold the page. That's a nice paper right there, too. You can get this and take this out. This can be like a stamp, or you can make a whole envelope out of this one paper. But I already made some envelopes, but I still might pull this because I need to make another envelope for that other. Where's my knife? I put my knife right here on the side, and it slid down in here. It's right here where I can reach it. And it's right there. And then we got this. You all right? And then I'll save this because I can make something with that. But let's close this thing. I think no, it's getting close though. We're getting close, y'all. It's coming up. I haven't made a collage page in forever, right? Because I ain't been here. In a minute. This is sliding out, not doing what's nice. I want the paper to get bent up. Miss Linda kept these things in mint condition. And I was like, man, I got to be very particular what I'm going to take out of these magazines. See, that's nice right there. But that's not what I'm looking for. I know I saw something in here. Now, where are you? See? We're not looking at this magazine, though. We're trying to find the little image that I'm looking for. I saw this peach, and I thought about that. I said, this will be nice, too. You can put that on a thing. That's cool right there, too. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might get that peach, so it's coming up. Right, it's behind this little boy with the salad dressing lips. Okay. This is it right here. This is what I'm looking for. Come on, this flip. This is what I'm looking for right here. I thought this was a cool image right here. It's not like a letter, girl. It's like the secret garden. Okay, I don't really know. I'm just trying to figure out where we at with any of it. Well, I don't know. I'm just like, okay, we can use this. And when I be thinking about what I saw, sometimes I'll remember what it was, but I know what I saw, right? So, honey, it looked like old paper to me, and an old letter in ancient times and things. It's a whole building, a wall, a gate, a garden, or something like that. Okay, so I thought that was lovely. We can use that. All right, so now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if we can get maybe that piece of that peach in the little girl. I thought that was cute. Let's see if we can get that. That might be nice. I was thinking about this. I just thought it was, a thing that could work. And you could use this paper a couple times. So, let me see. I saw this let me see how I saw it. I saw it like this. All right, let me cut it like that. Let me cut it like that, because that's what I was thinking about. Like that. That might can work. All right, we'll try to figure out how to trim it up when we get there. All right, so those are the things we're going to use. All right, so we have 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we need some paper clips. And these are large, but I have small and large. So that's not a big problem. Okay? We have small and large. So we can use a couple different ones. I even have some large metal ones. That's good too. We can use them. Let's see. We have some more large metal ones. I probably do over there, but I'm not going to worry about getting any. So we'll use 2, because they sell these at the Dollar Tree all the time. I'm going to just use 3 maybe. maybe one over there, two. So, okay, let's put this. I need that one. Let's keep it in the view. We'll have that. We'll have this one. That needs a large paper clip. These some bent out or something. And then I'm going to cut this one down. This probably need a large paper clip. All right. And then we can put a small one for that, a small one, a small one. And maybe this one might need a large one. It might. It might can use a large. Okay, so that should do something. Oh, okay, we got one right here. So everybody's got their clip. And there we go. Put these in here. And then we can set this off to the side. And now, this book, we're going to take some pages out because we need a couple book pages. And then I'm going to take probably, let's just take one first because I don't need to pull all of them and I don't need them. And this one, I told myself I should be reading this book somewhere. This one. Okay, and then we're going to get one out of here. And then we can get one music page. One music page. And no matter which one. All right, because the music page is bigger and we can cut that in half. Okay, so now all we need is some cardstock. All right, so I'm going to see. First, I should look at these small pieces and see what we got in here. Because we can use something. This is good. This might work. That might work. But I'd rather start with something larger like that so that I won't have to be saying, "Dang, that's too small, really." This is just something white. That's 3. Let's see what else. Oh, here go another piece of green, 4. We'll keep that orange. We might need that. Look at another one. That's 4. And then let's see what we see in here. 4. Maybe something that's been hole punched a few times. 5. And this has got something on it. 6. Well, maybe we can use, let me see. Oh, that's gray. We might need that. That's nice. 6, I think, or 5. If I take the other one back, what is this here? Oh, yeah, we can use that. Let's don't use this one. All right, so we can cut this twice. This can be cut maybe more than twice. All right, so we got that. This too. And cut this off. This is shimmery. Cut this down like that. Put this over here. Put this in the trash. And so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got enough pieces of that. So now all of that is finished. And now we're ready. Okay, now our glue is right here in this little box. We got this, and I said we're going to use this stuff right here. So we're going to use it up, not the Scotch Create, because that, or Scotch, whatever it is, 3M permanent. It's going to take a little minute. All right, and this is our glue bag, and it's all painted up because I've been painting on it. All right, so I got to slide these up so I can work on what we're working on. All right, and so we got this. and this. All right, so we got them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and we got this. All right, so we got to cut this thing down. We got to cut this out of here. I don't want to take too much of whatever he's crawling on the way. I'm going to keep the little babies in there too. A little bit. Leave a little sunshine. Okay. And we're just going to have a little fun here because, we just want to be here together, creating and having fun. And that's it. We won't have too many things to share or discuss today. And I be thinking about that all the time. I be saying, I'm going to do something. I don't know what it's going to be. I was looking at somebody's video this morning, and they were doing a short, and I keep seeing these shorts that say something like song to speech or something like that. And I looked it up to see what it meant, and there's an AI feature where you can be talking and saying whatever you're saying, and it's like voiceover, but AI can do it for you on Gemini or something like that. And I was like, well, I don't really know what none of that really turns out to be, but got to figure it out because I don't have no story to tell y'all. And, that's what these people know, all of this stuff. They know this stuff that they talking about on here when they looking at these papers and doing all of these different things, and they know what's a journal card and what's a pocket of some sort, and what they talking about. They be saying all kinds of stuff, and I be saying I don't know what none of this stuff is. When the language is, in need, somebody want to know what it is, but I don't even know what it is. I can't keep up with none of it. I can't, but I do know that you can make something and make it beautiful, and it don't have to look like nobody else's. It just has to be what you like, and you can do that, and that'll be just fine. Because trying to keep up with all of that stuff and you can't is only frustrating, right? But you can talk about this hidden paper clip that you're making and talk about what you're doing with it. So I shared, wait a minute, don't slide. I shared that I was using several books, right? And I got some cardstock, and I got some large paper clips and some small ones. And some of this cardstock paper is shimmery. This is the purpose of this, so that this can hold the paper still for you. That's why I got this cork one, okay? This cork ruler, because the stuff be sliding, and you got to be careful when you're using a craft knife, because it can be dangerous, okay? But I don't know the difference between a journal card. Do somebody know what's the difference between a journal card and just, I don't know, just a embellishment? Like, I don't really know what's the difference. They come up with these words, and I be listening to Pam at the Paper Outpost, and she was the one who I was very encouraged by, which got me started in this work, because she saying no rules. And in almost every video, she says, easy, anybody can do this, and maybe you can and maybe you can't, but, since there's no rules, you just, look at other videos and see what you like. And if you like it, you try it. And if it doesn't come out exact, it's okay. We just playing with paper. That's what Pam say all the time. Do you hear the papers calling you? That's what she said. Are your papers calling you? Are they calling out to you? Well, let's go play with the papers. And that's it. So that's all we doing over here, you know. But I said I was going to read. I found this book. I talked about this book that I found when I was at the book thing, and I took it in my bedroom because I wanted to use it. This should be good on here, I think. Might have to trim it back a little bit more. And so I had it in my room, and I was saying, I'm going to use this for myself, and I'm going to read it. Part of this have to go. It's okay. And then I said, maybe I should read on my channel. And I don't know if somebody would be interested in that. So for the people who are watching and listening, and, you know, y'all come here often or you want to come here, you know, can you just tell me in the chat whether or not you would like me to? Somebody said don't do no voiceover. I remember they told me that before. They said, no, we don't want you to do voiceover. We want to hear your voice. Like 2 people told me that before in the chat. And I was like, okay, well, girl, leave the voiceover alone. Because, you know, I think in some sense it's good, but in another sense it takes away the personable touch to it, you know? Because people want to know who you are and what you're doing, and they want to be able to connect with you. And you start using this AI-generated stuff and voiceover and everything, they don't even know what's going on sometimes. I know I don't. It starts to sound like everybody else. And we were talking today a little bit about how, well, last night is when I was talking to my sister on the phone, my sister from church, and she was talking about this AI stuff and how it's looking all crazy where they are using this stuff to make it like human. You know what I'm saying? Where people are being like how they used to clone people, clone animals, and they were saying that it's coming down to cloning people. And I was like, that's not good, but that's what it's looking like. Because I know y'all seen it already on y'all YouTube feeds where they have this ad that's out that's talking about listen to your own voice, right? As a singer. And I was like, they going too far with this stuff. And they really are. But, you know, that's just that's the way the world is moving. This technology stuff is serious. And a lot of people are getting into these things. They cutting down on, you know, the YouTube money and all that kind of stuff and blogging money because people are no longer doing the work. They ain't doing the work. They letting AI do it for them and all of that kind of stuff. Write a whole book in like 5 minutes. All you gotta do is tell it something like, you know, I want to write a children's book. I want it to have less than 50 pages. I want it front to back with the text. I want pictures of children on bicycles at the park, at the zoo. You know, you can say it just like that. And it's recording everything the same way we have all looked and saw that our phone was recording and then nobody push record. So this thing is just happening in a land where if if you are not a part of this technology move or whatever, they gonna make sure you are. Because now if you talk to your phone and ask Google or Siri or whatever, you ain't got to ask Siri, hey Siri, you ain't got to say nothing to her no more because the AI powered stuff is just, you know, if you ask Google, you know, where's the nearest bank? And the nearest bank to your location is 2.1 miles, you know, and all that kind of stuff. It's like, oh, okay. It's talking and telling you. And it's like, that's crazy. That's real crazy. And it's scary. But some people think it's so cool because it's so convenient, but it's moving into a time and space that people not going to be ready for. They're not going to be ready for this stuff. You know, if you're not reading the Bible and you don't understand the Bible, listen, I'm not here to be talking preachy or whatever like that, but I am going to share truth over here. And if you're not reading the Bible and you don't know the Bible, then you know what? You need to hurry up and get used to learning something about it, because these times are waxing. And what that means is that it's getting real bad out here. It really is. And you're going to need God, and you're going to need him real soon. And that's just the truth of every matter. At the beginning of the day and at the end of the day. That's the way it's going down. Because this stuff, you know, they thought that COVID was just like, oh my God, you know, and we all thought it, and we all felt it, and we was in the house crying and scared and all that kind of stuff, because these things were happening in the world. And even when it wasn't affecting our families directly, it was happening. And we were hurting for other people who was hurting, you know. People couldn't bury their loved ones, couldn't go to funerals, none of that kind of stuff. You know, that thing was coming across the internet like, you know, they got tractor trailers lined up in different parts of the world, in different states, you know, that's near water, somewhere near water, because the deceased are just piled up, wrapped up and piled up in there, and they couldn't even put these bodies in the ground because they didn't understand the germ or the virus of COVID. That was heartbreaking. But the Bible said it's going to be something serious coming down, and people don't even know if they're not reading the Bible. I'm just saying. We over here crafting. I'm changing my channel name, and it's going to be called Crafting for Life, because I got to keep living. And while I'm stressing over the challenges that I deal with, you know, I have to continue to trust God and know that he knows what's going on when I don't. And he's taking care of it, you know, however he's taking care of it. But we're going to be over here on this channel talking about Jesus and the love of God, and talking about what's really happening in this world, because these things are happening and it's not made up, and people don't want to talk about it. But over here, we talking about it, because this is my channel and we can talk about it over here. There's no offense to anybody, because as they say in the world of social media, if you don't like what you see or hear, keep scrolling. Scrolling is free. That's what they say. And I trust that that's true, because I can do the same thing. I'll be listening. I'll be saying, okay, let me keep going. I don't know what none of that is right there. And I just, you know, keep going. But we sharing truth and love over here. That's all we got. We ain't got nothing else. Life is lifing, okay? I don't know who came up with the term that said math don't be mathing, and now they talking about life ain't lifing and job ain't jobbing. All these things is coming out. I'm just saying. But I'm just saying that, you know, we got to have real conversations over here. You might have to, you know, sniffle and get a tissue and things while you're watching my channel. Not because I want you to be crying, sad, or afraid, but I want you to be safe, and I want you to be in a place where you know that you are loved. You know, you are loved, and you can be loved. If you want God's love, he wants you to have it. But if you don't want it, ain't nothing I can say about none of it. Because, you know, there's a saying in my church, say, shame on you, world, and not us. And that's because, you know, some people not going to accept Christ. Some people don't want to know God. They don't want to change their ways. They don't want to be in a place where, you know, they have to bow the knee. And that's what you got to do. But I'm telling you, when our eyes closed on this side, ain't nobody came back to tell us that heaven is not real. And they ain't came back to tell us that hell ain't real either. So I think on this side, we got a choice. And that's all we can say about that. Because it's like, it's for real out here. It's for real out here. We can look at all of the videos and follow the people. Listen, today in church, it came out this way, which is true. We've been saying it is in the scriptures. We've been saying it for years. But the Bible said the people over here that look like they're doing good. I'm just saying over here, I mean in the world, on this side of life, because it's the afterlife. And the afterlife is only with God. But the Bible said the people over here who got what they got and having what they having and doing what they doing the way they liking it and all of that. You know, they living like Burger King. They can have it their way, right? The Bible said they have their reward now. And the elder that was preaching today in our church said, you know, the Bible said you got all you're going to get right here, right now. That's a sad thing to look at, because this world gonna be done away with. When your eyes close over here, you only can go to heaven or hell. That's and ain't nothing in between. It ain't nothing in between. We at the in between. We're right here at the in between. And so if you don't focus on that, can't nobody make you. Can't nobody make you. I ain't trying to make nobody. I'm just trying to share the love of God and craft and talk about the things that hurt and the things that, I'm afraid of or whatever. That's got something to do with my own life. That's what I'm doing over here. I was driving home from the laundromat saying, yeah, man, I got to go in the house and I got to do a video, because I told my people, y'all will see me before the weekend is out. So I don't have time to go work on that the craft table where them extra papers at and things that was on that shelf and on this table is piled up over there. Let me let y'all see, because we ain't playing it here. Y'all see it? It's over there like that on that other table. And I was coming here and do that, but I couldn't, because I already said I need to make a video. And I knew when I get in here, girl, it's going to be late when you get in the house. And so you got to do your video. And if you feel like it afterwards, then you go work on that table. But that's going to be a whole situation to pull all that down and figure it out. So don't do it. And now I have to do something in the morning. But these things keep on happening that I got to get up and do something and go out the door. But yesterday I was in here all day. So I'm going to go head out the door in the morning and get back in here before noon so I can work on my stuff. Because in 5 minutes, it's going to be church Wednesday night for watch night service at 10 p.m. And then we're having a light fair after, so we probably don't leave church till after 2 a.m. And then it's going to be Thursday morning, then it's the weekend and work Monday. I feel a little bit sad about it. I'm glad I still got a job, y'all, but I'm just saying I feel a little bit sad about that, because I want this week to be starting like, today's Saturday and tomorrow's Sunday. That's what I wanted to do, because I keep having to go out the door. But, I was wondering, can the circle punch that for me? I wasn't sure if it could, but I said it might. So let's try it. Let's see what we can do. We'll set it upon a piece of paper and see if we can get it to do on here. I don't know. It might need to be sandwiched so it can act right. So, we just gotta focus over here, man. We do. We ain't got no other choice. You gotta focus over here. Let me see, girl. I don't want this whole thing. Let me see how to do this, because this could be crazy, I think. All right, let's see. All right, start down here so that it can get that whole circle, and I hope it come out right. Jesus, let it come out right, please, Lord. All right, let's go this way, because y'all know I got that other contraption. That thing is incredible. All right. And then the cut, it might be too thick to cut. Oh, Lord. Oh, well, that's close enough. I can do the rest. I don't even know what's going on with that. All right. So it's kind of like, there. But y'all, we gotta just stay in the real and in the now and in the truth. Okay? Because all this stuff we're looking at on these phones and watches and tablets and you name it, TVs, everything. All this stuff is gonna be here. And it don't help us when we don't know what's going on or what's going to go on. It don't. And I'm kind of comforted, and I don't know if y'all like that. It got a little cut on here, but it's not all the way through. I was trying to think, maybe I should cut the whole thing off. Because I think it don't look so good. It look like a flower eyeball or something like that. I don't even know. Let's see how we can arrange it. I just want to be able to shoot. I didn't know what's going to come off. I just want to be able to be real and somebody understand that they can get some real talk over here. Make a conversation, you know what I'm saying, by being real. Some people don't want real talk and real truth. They don't want that. I just came here for entertainment and all of that. And we're getting some entertainment. We are. But you need to have a place that can be a safe haven. You need to have a place where you can just, you know what I'm saying, get your tissues out and you can talk and you can have a space. I'm going to start this Facebook thing. I am. See, these are the things that I got to do. I got to start this stuff. I can't do this stuff outside the house. I was trying to say that to my son. He's like, man, you just want to stay in the house all the time. I'm like, I can't do this stuff outside. I got to be in the house getting this done. It can't happen outside. And so, I just want to be that person, that we can talk about things and it can be a safe space, I don't know what else to put on here. Maybe a word. I might cut a piece of something like this in a circle. Make this a little bit bigger. Glue this to this. Yeah, let's glue that down real fast. Yeah, because, people be hurting and confused and not knowing how something going to work out and what something going to be and everything like that. And they don't know who to talk to about this stuff. They don't know who to talk to about it. Especially men. Men have a hard time because they don't know that it's okay to be human. Men don't know it's okay to be human. And one time when I was a young Christian, I think I was probably in my 20s. Yeah, I was in my 20s. And I heard T.D. Jakes say, real men cry and real men pray. And there ain't nothing feminine about you crying out to or before your God. Men have it so hard. Women will talk to each other and confide in each other, but some women can be devious. They really can, and they can be destructive and not be their sister's keeper. You know what I'm saying? And that's a problem. And that's the problem. Because when I say, I used to have this idea for ministry for girls, and it never materialized. Don't mean God ain't finished with it. So I'm over here sitting at this craft table, but I don't know whether God wants to use it or whatever, but I won't disclose the name that I had. But I said, listen, you're going to have to be able to be your sister's keeper, because it's easy to share amongst women at times. But then you got those women who not mature and they're not developed and they don't understand nothing besides they 21 plus. But women ought to have a safe space and men ought to have one too. And sometimes it calls for a tissue session. You know what I'm saying? You need to bring your tissues, your handkerchief or something, and be vulnerable and let somebody know that, you're real and you hurt and that you've been there. Because I know it's the right thing, because the scriptures teach that let me reach in for my dabber for my ink. The scriptures teach that we overcome by the testimonies of the saints, right? That means that I have been through some things that some of my people that might come to my channel have never been through. And they have been through some things that I have never been through. And when we come together and share, no matter how vulnerable it makes us, it helps somebody while it's helping you. You may be still hurting because you didn't want to be exposed, right? But sometimes that's what it takes. And it ain't because, God's putting you on blast. It's just because you have something. It's like it's a whole puzzle, right? And God is the one who passed out the pieces. And don't none of us know where our pieces are. That's what it's like. Okay? I don't even know where this is coming from, y'all. I'm just right here. I ain't came in here to talk about none of this stuff. I said we're getting some stuff going over here and everything. That's all I was over here talking about. But apparently, God had an agenda. Let me see something. I took some kind of paper, but I want to get a different paper. I think something might be pretty this thin. I think, yeah, you can't use that. Let me see. So, we just never know. That's all I'm saying. We just never know who or what or how. You just don't know. Because people be needing something. Oh, that's cute. That might work. People be needing something. That's cute. And this is too. But let's just cut a piece of this. But I ain't came in here really with nothing on my mind like what I'm going to be talking about. I ain't know. Because I don't never have no whole thing. But I was getting dressed for church this morning and praying and talking to the Lord. And I was saying, man, I got so many things I can talk about. I just do. I have so much I can talk about because I've been through a lot of stuff and I'm still living some things, right? And it's things that I want, you know. I keep watching these people and trying to figure out what I can do and how I can do it. Because I don't want to go out the door. I just want to sit here and make videos and make sure my videos are quality in terms of, it makes sense to somebody and somebody is clicking and they watching and they getting value over here and they growing and learning and it's making a difference in their lives. And I ain't worrying about no subscribers except that while I'm keep making these videos because I'm already over 1,000. So I'm obviously committed. Okay. But, let YouTube send me a check. That's where I'm at, so I won't have to go out the door. But if they don't send me no check, God still gonna take care of me. I'm gonna be fine. I know that. But it's just I have a lot of things that I can talk about, and I mean to be doing it. I mean to be doing it. I be having conversations saying, well, I wonder if I should start this or that, right? And so I had a conversation with one of my teachers at school whose class I work in, and he's a first grade teacher. And I was talking to him, and he said, yeah, Miss Howard, you could do that. And I was like, you think so? And I was like, all I know is, mommy. And I know a lot of different things, but when I first asked the Lord, like, God, what am I called to and what am I supposed to be doing? Like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. And I was young. My kids were probably first in kindergarten when I asked him, first grade and kindergarten. And I asked him that, and he told me, you called to your children. And I was like, I can't tell nobody that at all. And I was crying. And I wasn't sure what none of it meant, except in my mind, I just said, just take care of your children. That's all you need to be doing. And I was like, dag, that's where I was with that. I know. And I was in my 40s. No. Yeah, in my 40s. I was in my 40s before I realized what God had said to me in saying that. I knew that I was a good mother. I knew that I was doing all that I was supposed to be doing for my children. I knew all of the sacrifices I made for them, because some parents don't make no sacrifices. They grown and they do what they doing. And you're a child, you better sit down and do what I told you. And that's it. And that's how, life for children a lot of times. Because parents doing what they want to do and stuff like that. And that wasn't me. And I was looking and I was like, man, this is not something I can share. And I felt some kind of way about it. But then in my 40s, I realized that, that's a whole ministry. And so I have this ministry that's in me. And my teacher was sharing with me, he was saying, Ms. Howard, you can do that. And he's like, there's a lot of women out here, mothers, that need what you got. And I was like, you think so? And he said, I know so. But I remember right now, while I'm telling y'all right now, I remember my son saying to me when he was about maybe 13 or 14, and he said, that was in the days when MySpace was out. And he said, Ma, and I said, yes, doesn't it? And he said, don't you have no, he ain't say have. He said, don't you got a ministry for girls? And I said, yes. And he said, Ma, you need to get out here and say something to these girls because these girls don't know what they doing in this world. He was about 13 years old. I said, oh my God. So, y'all, I don't know. I just be over here praying and saying, God, I just don't want to go. I don't want to go to glory. I don't want to come home to you and my work is not done. And you like, didn't I tell you to do this and that? And you ain't did nothing that I told you to do. You over here playing with this paper. I didn't tell you to play with this paper. So I had to get clear about that. Is he saying it's okay for me to do this? Because this is getting, serious for me and I don't really know where I'm at. And I need to know So I had to sit down and stop and, seek him a little bit more and find out because I was giving up on this. And then it was like, yeah, go ahead. And I was grateful that he gave me the go ahead for that. And so here I am. Here I am. And then he confirmed it. And then, y'all, I'm talking about the Lord been speaking to me since I started this channel back up the other day. And I was like, wow. I was just like, wow. I couldn't even believe it. Even the whole putting this whole table piece together. I didn't know what I could do with this. I've been sitting here all of these months this year. All of them. Saying, I don't know what to do right here. This stuff is getting on my nerves. I need some space. I need to unpack my house. I'm just sick of all of this. And that's where I was. And all at once, the Lord just said, take the stuff down, move that, move that. And next thing I knew, I was like, man, in a minute, I'm going to be looking at the table only. And that's how it happened. And I was real happy. I really was. I was real happy because I didn't know when that was going to happen. I didn't know when it was going to happen. Maybe I should put a piece on the other side. I don't know. I was thinking about putting something else on the other side, but maybe we should put this on here. So, I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. It has been something to look at, something to deal with. And now, I keep telling myself, you need to figure out how to make your videos shorter. I don't even know how to figure that out either. I'm just a slow crafter. I feel like, girl, just be who you are and don't worry about it. You don't gotta be on here all day. Focus and don't be on here all day. But at the same time, don't worry about what other people doing. If they can do a 20-minute video, let them do it for 20 minutes. And you do yours because you slow and you don't know how to do this stuff like that. You either got to make the video and keep having 18 parts or just do what you're doing and don't worry about the rest. So that's where I'm at with that. So I'm grateful for the people that like my channel and like me because we over here trying to just do what we doing over here, not what everybody else doing. I wish I could be faster, but maybe in time when I learn some more. Why is this not? The light is going out. That means that it's not charged anymore. Oh, all right. 5%. I saved it. I plugged the charger up, but I never connect the piece to the phone. Because all these cords, I got the Christmas lights right here. Just, everything's just hanging right here. But see, if that was on the other side of the table like that, I wouldn't have saw that. And then I would have lost my video. Because the phone would have blacked out. All right, so we over here, y'all. So I'm just saying, another thing I was thinking about too, because listen, they keep on telling me, you got to do one thing. You got to focus on one thing. But I just found this girl's channel before I got on here. I wasn't looking for a channel. I just was reviewing these hidden paper clips again because I know how to do them a couple ways. And this was an easy way. Besides that way that I was doing them before, I used to take the paper, put it over, put the paper clip in it, put the paper over it, and then lift the thing up, lift the whole thing, something like that. I don't even know how it goes, but I looked and they doing something different. So I said, okay. But this girl was saying how she has been doing a little bit of crafting here and there, and she didn't even know that she enjoyed doing multiple things. She started with one thing, and then it moved into something else, and the next thing she knew, she was liking, like 4 or 5 different craft things. And so she do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And I was like, wow. And I subscribed to her channel because I found myself in it. When I look at people's content and I understand that I like the video that I'm looking at, I go and read, they're about this channel intro. I go and read that description piece to see, what they said about their channel, and what they're doing right here on this channel. And that's where I got that information from. So I subscribed to her channel and I told her, because one, you got this song by CeCe Winans playing, and then the fact that I found myself in your channel description, and that kind of encouraged me. And I was like, Dad, He just keeps encouraging me through this work, that I'm trying to do. So I was thinking about this thing that had on my mind, right, which was I have this Bible. It's like a Bible coloring book, but it's only scripture verses. And I was thinking about doing that at the front of the year, but I wasn't sure if I could, because it will make no sense if ain't nobody interested in me doing that. So, I don't know, but they told me, you're going to do this, you need to do one thing. You be doing too many things. And I be saying, why? Why am I doing too many things? Because I like to paint and I like the color and I like to do all these other things. That's too many things. I don't even understand none of that. So let me see. I might need a longer piece of paper. I think I will. I think it's got to be longer than that. Yeah, it's going to have to be longer than that. All right, let's just get a longer one. So, I don't know. But I thought about it because, I like to do different things. And I wasn't sure. But we'll see. All right, so maybe we need it to be long and skinny. You make these little things with this kind of paper too, this long like this, and they call them like petticoats and all of that. So we got to put it about right here, like that. And then I'm going to hang this on here. Like so. So maybe I won't be doing all of these on here, but y'all see what I'm doing. Let's stand this up, put some ink on it. Maybe it won't put on no glue on there, Mike. Because my videos be so daggone long, man. I don't mean for it to be long like that, but it just always happens like that. And I might sit here and just listen to a sermon or something like that and make the rest of them. But y'all saw the ones I pulled, and I'll stay on here as long as you want to stay on here, though. It don't matter. Some people be crafting while I'm on here. They tell me that. They be like, I was crafting while you was crafting. Well, I was just cleaning up and put you on my smart TV and listen to you. Some people be saying I was laying down and your voice is so calming and I can just lay down and listen to you. And, not that you put me to sleep, but you relax me and I can rest. Somebody wrote me and said that, and she always listening to my videos when she need to just lay down and rest. She said it's just soothing. I thought that was kind of cool. It's like, wow, you'll never know what people need. You'll never know what they need and what's helping. So we got this some kind of way. It's kind of cool. And since this is the side that has the text going on the opposite way, we'll put this on top of here like that. You can't even see it, but it's all right. You can see it if I put it there. I'm gonna use this because it might be all messy with that wet glue, wrinkle, because it's magazine paper. Magazine paper don't like wet glue. All right, so that's one. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, and then we'll put some different color ink around that. All right, let me reach this. It's red one. And then we'll use this around here. And get that a little bit of contrast or something. Help that out. And then we got our first one. So I have some of these things already made that I made a long time ago. But I said I'll make a couple tonight so it can be a fairly easy video. Not that it's easy because it's not. None of it is easy. Somebody would have had all of these made by now, and I'm still on the first one. But that's because they've been doing them a long time, and they know how to do something. I could never get in them things that they be doing that be like 3 and 30. So you got to make 3 different crafts in 30 minutes. It's like, oh no, but I'm going to watch you and see how you do it. Then they get all, antsy and flustered and everything because they're trying to make that thing happen. It's like, oh, okay, I don't know how you're going to do that. So this one I'm going to put under here because I don't want to cover up the bees on both sides. So I'm going to just put this one on this side like this. And I'm going to have to put something on the back. I'm not sure what that's going to be yet. But I want this here like that. And then I'm going to put some of this around here. And then around here. Because I want the bees to be seen. I don't want them to be covered up all the way. Because that won't make no sense, right? Okay. And you really don't have to put nothing on the back of it. If you don't want to, you could just leave that. But I have some material over here. So I'm going to use a piece. Hopefully, let me see, can that work? Just a small little piece of this cloth. See, this is the back of that quilt that I talked about at the beginning of my video. And what happened was that quilt, one day when I washed it and I got in the bed, it must have had a little tear in it. And when I was stretching in the middle of the night or something, my toe went between it. I said, this got a hole in it from where? And I didn't even know where it came from. So because it was like that, I was like, that's crazy. and I ain't know what to say about it. So, where's the diaper? I put it up. I'm looking for it. And I didn't know what to say about the thing. And then I just said, okay, don't worry about it. And the more that I tried to sleep with that quilt over a few months, the bigger the hole got, the bigger the hole got. I said, okay, I'm finished with this quilt. I'm mad, but I gotta let it go. And so that's what I did. I just put a little bit on here, just a little bit. And I said, I'll find some use for it. I ain't sure what it's going to be, but I'll find some use for it. And then it came up, oh, I can use that like a bed sheet, like Pam said. You got an old bed sheet? You can make a lovely fabric cover out of it. And I'm going to put this on here, like that. And then put a little bit here so it can stick. And then maybe we can put one word on there. Let's see if we can find a cool word that we can add to it. Oh, there's a cool word right there. I see it. It's all right. It's 2 words. All right. So that's the story behind that little piece of cloth I got right here and everything. Let's see if we got enough ink in here to do something with this. Get off the table, get off the table, get off the table. All right, so that's good. And then let's see. Can we edge it? We can edge it a little bit. Oh, yeah, that's good. Said had better. Had better what? Whatever. Whatever you had that was better, okay. That's that. Now we have this one and we have this one. Okay. So cool. This stuff is so cool. I love this stuff. I can do it every day. Can you make videos every day? I can. 2 of them, maybe 3 every day. I can. Somebody like, oh no, I don't want to do that. But I do. I do. That's what I want to do. Sit right here and make these videos and talk to my friends. Okay, that's cute, right? That's 2. That's cute. Y'all like? Okay. Y'all want to get off now? It's 1:27. Keep going. Okay, somebody said keep going. All right, let's do the butterfly one. Oh, this came over here like it wanted to be a part of it. I didn't mean to pick this up. I already cut some stuff, but I did punch one, so let's use this. Pam said anything is a craft supply until proven otherwise. Okay, and we'll see what we're going to do with that. Maybe we'll add a piece of that at the back of this. I just threw one of these in the trash. Oh, no, I didn't. I said I'm going to use it in the back because I hole punched it with the butterfly thing. So how do I want to do this? Let's see. I think I'm going to take a piece of it. I think I'm going to take a piece of this. Tear this down. Come off of here. Like so. Okay. Now I need my red ink. Let me get that out this bucket. This is so command, man. I'm just saying, it's so command. All right, let me just get this thing right here. And use this. And I'm gonna just put a little red around here like this. Just like that. And we definitely need some of this thing here, because this is permanent. Where's the pen? Because, well, I ain't using this, but the other glue stick, I don't want this thing to get dried up. Okay, we'll use some of this. How did we have this on here? So I'm going to make sure. Okay. because this stuff is the real deal. And this here is that shimmery. So it might don't stick. And then you got this thick plastic paper, kind of like. All right, and then we slide that on there like that. I need to put the paper clip under there. I need to put that under there because I need that to be in here. And we're going to figure out how we're going to cover it up. We'll figure it out in a minute because I don't want to put nothing else on here. I might have to find me a piece of something to put here. I got something in my drawer that can go over here, I think, maybe. Let's put this down for a second. All right, I got something, I think. Something that's sticky. I don't like that sticky stuff on there. All right, now. Okay, and we got to find something to go on here. I got something black. Where did I put that little piece of? It's in that thing. Let me see. It's right here. Let me see. It's right here. Oh, where did I put it? Oh no, that's my punch. I thought I put that black in there. Let me see. It's not in there. I moved it around. I gotta study where I put this stuff at. All right, let me get my black though, because I thought I put it in this tray, but it's not right there. I got 2 small pieces of black already cut. And where did I put it at? Oh, I don't know where I put it at, but I got some more. I got plenty of it. We just gotta get it. All right, let's see. See, this will happen when you put the stuff up. And then you look at it and say, you need something right here. I do need something right here. I don't have nothing. I don't see my black. I want that black thing. I found something black right there, but that's not what I want. Let me see. That's not what I want. This is what I want. And I want some of this, but I had 2 little squares. It might be over there on my little table. But see how this is? It's shimmery, but then it's also got this stuff on there. So I only need a little piece. Now let me get my fabric scissors. Because if you be cutting this stuff with your paper scissors, it'll mess your paper scissors up. And if you cut paper with your fabric scissors, it'll mess your fabric scissors up. So you gotta keep these things straight, or else you're gonna keep buying it. I ain't got time for that. So we're gonna use this piece just to cover up this paper clip. See that? That's cute. That makes that cute. You know? All inconspicuous and everything, so it don't look like a whole lot is going on. We hiding this paper clip. That's what we're doing over here, okay? We hiding this, and it can hide up underneath this black. We're going to put this here, around here, like this. And it's not even flat, but it's going to be okay, because this is going to be on here, like a list. Okay. And we're going to put that on here and put some more all around it, like this. Like that. And then these little strings we'll need. Put that right there. And then we're going to put this on here on the shiny side, like that. Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool, baby. This stuff is cool. It's like, how you think that's cool? That's cool, baby. That's why. Because it's cool like that. All right. I just got a, Pam said, the paper, but this is the paper craft hammer. I watch her all the time. And I couldn't even get started yesterday morning. I didn't get down here till after 11 because I was laying across the bed watching Pam. And it's like, man, I ain't going downstairs yet. It's like, you wasting time. You got stuff to do. I was like, I know, but it's Saturday morning. And I don't want to go downstairs yet. I don't go downstairs first thing Saturday morning. I say my prayers. I wake up, say my prayers, and then I watch Pam at the paper outpost. And sometimes I watch her, like she usually upload like 7 o'clock or something like that in the morning. And I just turn over and watch her video. And if I'm still sleepy, I watch it until I start drifting off. Then I turn my phone off and go back to sleep. But if I'm already up, it's after 8 o'clock, I just get up. And then I watch her before I start my day if I don't got to go out. Say my prayers, and then I watch her on Saturday mornings. It used to be Natasha at Treasure Books, and I still watch her, but Natasha is so, oh my God. And I ain't seen a crafter that's better than that girl. I'm talking about she's been anointed to do this stuff. I ain't seen nobody that's better than her. I ain't saying it's not nobody out there, because I'm sure it is, but I started watching her channel and I was watching everything she was doing. Everything she was doing. Yeah, that's so cool. That's so cool. All right, so we got 3, y'all. Oh, we doing all right, I think. Y'all say keep going? Do y'all say keep going? We got 3. Oh my goodness. This one right here, we're going to put some book page too. All right? We're going to put some book page on here. Let's use some more of this book page that we ain't use. I'm going to go make it book page and just the bottom of a book page. And it's okay. Because then maybe somebody want to write on it. Add a note to it or something like that. Yeah, that's good. That works. All right, so we're going to use some of this again because this is also slick and shiny. And then we're going to put this thing on here like that. And then we're going to put this on here. Let's put all of that around there and put some around here. All right. And then we can put this paper on here first. Like that. I could have put some ink on it, but I said it's okay, I don't need no ink because everything don't have to be inked. I like ink though, but everything don't have to be inked. Somebody might want to write on that, and that'll be cool. All right, put this down here, and we ain't got enough for that glue that's at the bottom. Okay, and then we'll put these stamps on here. We can put them off to the side or angle them. Oh yeah, they can angle like that. Put this out here. I hear my cat. I don't know what they do. These boys been here spawning. I think one of them is upstairs. But I hear them doing something. I don't know. My little cat, he 2 years old, and my big cat is 4. But I got them on the same day from the rescue. But the little one be trying my big one. Oh, he come downstairs. So that's the other one in the kitchen. But the little one be pouncing on my big cat now. I guess he remember when the big one was doing that to him when he was a baby. But he be pouncing on him, and my little cat is black and my big cat is white and gray. Mostly white though. And the little one be scratching him, and he be having, one time he had a little gash on his neck and it was bleeding. I didn't even know that he had it, but I saw blood on his neck. I was like, what's wrong with your neck? And I began to look, and he had a little gash, and I was so mad because I didn't know if it was going to get infected or what was going on. And I was like, man, I'm not going to be dealing with this because I can't even be taking you to the vet for this kind of foolishness. And I was like, let me see if I can order him a cone. But where it was at on his neck, I said, if you put a cone on there, it might become a problem, and then it might get infected because you got to put a cone so he don't keep kicking it and scratching it so it can heal. I was so mad at that little cat, and he keep on spawning and scratching my cat. So this one. This is cool. This one needs some ink though. I don't know what color ink I want to use on it, but this is cool. This look like a dollar bill, and it says cents, but it say U.S. postage, so I don't know. But it look like it needs some kind of ink. I'm not sure what color. This one don't need none, I don't think. I'm going to lay that one just like it is. But this one, I think, needs some ink. I think it did. What if we use black? Black might be... Let's use it. Don't worry about it. Let's use it. I'm going to need a little bit more. Because that just look dirty or something. I ain't sure. Yeah, that's good. Because that goes with the edge around the stamps. So that's okay like that. That's okay like that. All right. All right. That's pretty cool. Well, what is your brother doing? Well, what is your brother doing? You don't know. Did you check on him? Did you check on him? Huh? Did you check on him? Oh, okay. So, is he okay? He tell me, give me a scratch, please. Okay. All right. I'm working now. Go check on your brother. These little cats, I'm going to tell y'all what. All right. So now we have that. This looks like it needs something else. I don't know what, but that's what we got. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. It looks like it needs something else, like some numbers or something like that, or like a thing up here. Let's see. I got some postage stuff too, but let me see. I don't even know how to use these things that much. See, I had to find something. I had to take one of my things out of my drawer to get something going here because I needed to put this away. I didn't know what to do with none of this stuff. Y'all see, I never used it because it's all in this compartments up there. See, I got all of this stuff. They like, you got everything. I do. I got everything. I don't even know when I'm going to use the stuff because I ain't had no space, and it's like, girl, you're supposed to put this on here and do something, honey. I don't even know. I peeled all of when I opened it the first time, I peeled the plastic that's on these things. I'm going to show you. and threw that thing in the trash. I was like, oh, I was supposed to save that? I didn't know. Didn't nobody tell me. These are the things that when you looking at these YouTube videos and these people just be taking this stuff off of this plastic like this. They just take it off and they use it. And they don't tell you keep this. But on my video, I'm letting you know, don't throw this away. You can't throw this away. So I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. Ain't nobody said nothing. So which one am I supposed to use? Let's use this. Look like it's flying somewhere. You put this on here like this some kind of way. And then, listen, I ain't got time to put that on my whole pad because I guess you got to put it on there and rub it or something. Can I do it like this? It's on there. I can tell it's on there, but I guess you got to slide it on here some kind of way. And then put this on here. This is a lot of work to be doing all of that. Why you got to do all of that like that? I don't even know where to put it at. I'm putting it right here. Okay. Don't nobody see that. And now it's on this glass. There's too many things to do. But I bought this stuff because everybody else got it. That's why I bought it, y'all, because everybody else have it. And I imagine somebody... See, they make these shorts make this stuff look like, you know what I'm saying, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy, but it's not. There's a lot of stuff that goes into this. All right, that's it. Okay, that's the end of that. Then when you use it, you're supposed to put it back on there or something, but I don't. I put this thing in here because I ain't got time to find out where it's supposed to go at. I just put it in there some kind of way. Now, what's this? This got to go, keep this together and put this back in here. Because I don't even know what to do with none of it. I'm about to take all of it out and put it in the Ziploc bag. Because I don't know. And now where's this? Do you got to put this back in here? I don't think so. It's going over here. And you make a whole something out of that. All right, so now, I thought it might need something that makes it look better with those stamps on there, right? That's what I thought. So I said, okay, let's go that way. Now, where we at? Y'all, it's late. It's 1:47. We got 4. Y'all say keep going? It's still 3 people watching. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I do. We got 4, 5, 6. I don't even know where the other thing is. What else did I have? I had this. And I had the little butterfly and the little bird. Now where's that at? Has it flown away? Oh God, maybe they said, that's it. I don't even want to be a part of this no more. She won't even use us. She just unfocused. Here they go right here. I'm very focused. Listen. Okay, let's put these up here. I don't know how many we're going to get done, y'all. Okay. Let's try this little thing. This ain't going to take long right here because we're going to put some book page on there. Right there. Right. Go here. Okay. I don't need this piece. All right. And let's take this edge and let's take that. All right. We might take this and we're going to wrap this around here like this. All right, and then we're going to use regular glue stick for here. I got like 3 different glues out that I'm working on. And then we'll put this piece over here. And then, okay, and then we're going to put this pen on here, which is a paper clip, like so. And then we're going to put this on here. And we're going to put another piece of, I wanted to use cheesecloth. But you're probably going to be able to see through there if I use the cheesecloth, right? Probably. Let's see. Let's set this on here so that it don't fall. Should we use this? I don't know. Just a little bit because there's water there. We want to be able to see the little water. Okay, that's enough. Just so you can see the water. I think this is cute. All right, now let's put this under here. Okay. Then, okay. That's cute. I like it. I like it. And then over here, we need the cheesecloth. I had some in here, but is it big enough? I don't know if it is. Where's it at? This is sorry silk. It's not the cheesecloth. Wait, let's keep looking. I cleaned some of this stuff out yesterday. No, this is the sorry silk. I kept that in it. That's not going to be what I want. Let me get a piece. Let me get a piece of this cheesecloth stuff. Let's get a piece of it. This stuff. Here's some. Easy peasy. Just a small little smidgen piece. That's all we need. I had this kind of stuff in this little basket, but I was like, don't leave all this up here because it still won't look like it's clutter. But let's cut a little piece off. Don't need very much. Just a small piece. That's probably too big. You stretch it like this. Pull all these things out like that. And put this on here. Like that. And that's good. That's good. And don't cover it all the way, but it's good enough. And then you can put that on there. Keep this down. And I can put a piece of this little sari on here. Sari silk. It's a sari silk ribbon piece. I'll cut this with these old scissors. Because you will have to use a whole lot of that to cover it. If you use this. So just put this in a fold. And just set this on here. Like this. And that's that. That's all you need. So cool. It's so cool what you can use with this. This is like junk. That's what they call it. Like trash. And we spend all this money on this stuff. We spend all this money on this stuff, man. To put this stuff together like this. Like you playing with trash. Basically. That's all I'm doing. But the stuff be so lovely. And this means something. They say this gives it texture. Okay? There you go. That's it. I might put some green around that edge. Like some dark green. All right, let's see about this one. Let's see about this one. What we going to put under here? I don't want to put no music page or book page on there. So what can I use? Oh, maybe I use a piece of brown paper. Some craft paper. Let's see. Yeah, craft paper might work. Let's see. Let me see. I'm looking in my bin. I've been cleaning off my table yesterday. I got a couple pieces, but this is too thin. Too thin. It's too thin. I'll have to make it in strips if I use this, but that might be cool. That might be cool if I use the strips. Okay, let's do that. Let's take 1 and 2. Let's take the thicker pieces. 3, 4. Talking about you can make anything out of paper. And it works in this world. This stuff, you can't even believe it. It's like, I know she's not going to make nothing out that trash. One of the preachers on the staff that I'm on at church, she said to her principal before I came to their school, she said, I think you want to interview her for this job. I know she'll do really good. She does good with the children in our church. She's very anointed. She said, and she can make beautiful things out of trash. I was like, you did not tell them that. And she said, I did. It's true. I said, oh my God. You don't tell nobody that. She said, she can make beautiful things out of trash. I was like, oh goodness, that is incredible. But listen, that's how she saw it. All right, so for this, you can just use the same regular paper. Glue here. All right. And then, I don't know how many strips we're going to need, but we're going to put them on here like this real fast. Basically, I need to cover up this first, because we hiding a paper clip. Right? Right. Okay. We can double it up. Let's put some on top. Make sure that this stays on top. Oh, hold on. Hold on. All right. And then keep this one like this and put another on top of it. Okay. And then put some glue back here and on here and put another on top of it. And then we can just add some pieces here. Slide it on down. And then, because those pieces don't matter, hold on one at a time. One at a time. And then slide this one. Just need some glue. We have glue for you. Slide that down. Slide that. We're going to tear this one off right here. And then we're going to put this here. And put that there. And then we need one more here. Like that. And that's okay, like that. And then we can fill it in right here with this. And then put some right here on this piece here. And then that's that. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Okay? I know y'all ain't know this could happen like this. We put this on here. Come on down here because our image is a little bit long. And then we're going to smush this some so that this can act nice on top of this magazine paper. And then move black string with the next shoe. Oh, that's cute. That works real nice. That works really nice. Lovely. That is lovely. Yes, it is. Oh, that's cute. That's very cute. I'm leaving just like this. I'm not going to put no extras on. Leave all of the gaps and spaces. It's nice. I like it. Now I want pink for that. All right, let's see, purple and orange and blue and pink. Okay. Yes, nice. It's nice. That's nice. I like it. Okay. That's nice. That looks cool. That looks cool. Who thought? I didn't know that was going to be like that. That's cool. With the peach. It looked like it needed a little bow right there. But I don't have no pink ribbon right here. That would just make it darling, wouldn't that? We get a little pink ribbon. Let me see. These things is happening right now. Let me see. Maybe not pink. Maybe I put this one on here. Pink would be cute, but since we get the paper, this brown paper, I use this. Let's see if I can get a little cute bow and put it on there. Just a small one. Let's see if this will act nice for me. You saw how I did that? Somebody might say, well, what you do? I just made 2 bunny ears, just like that. And then I made a letter X. That's how I teach children to tie their shoes. Make a bunny ear, now make another one. You can do it just like that. Make the letter X. You see the letter X? It's right there. You see the hole? You can go over that way or under this way. Either way. Pull it slow. Because I only got a short string. And now we got a bow. Just like that. Very cute. Okay, that's all you need is that. And then you can put a little teeny bit of glue right in the bow knot so that it don't come out. Okay? And then we can put this away. Now, y'all tell me that's not cute. I know it's cute. I see it's cute. Pink would have been pretty too, but that is very cute. That is very cute. All right. And then we only have one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only have this and this, y'all. Y'all have hung out with me. It is 2 hours and 2 minutes. This is incredible. This is incredible. They probably say, man, I ain't watching this girl video. Her videos is always 2 hours. It's only for the ones who want to be here. We're not trying to reach everybody, just the ones who want to be here. That's it. You can't serve everybody. You only can serve the people who are assigned to you. That's it. So I'm grateful. Let me see what's happening here. Okay. This can go away and come around. Don't take too much of the white so we can still see the outline. And then we'll come in and out without destroying his beak. It's just bent, it's not gone. And then come around. And it's still there. He's okay. I did not take his mouth off. And then we're going to come around here and don't cut off his little feet. And move it. And come around. And then we're going Come in here a little bit and leave a little white, leave a little white. And there we go. We can trim this a little bit. And that's good. We don't even need that, but since the butterfly had its word, then we have that. And we're going to use Music Page for this because, and I had this, but I hole punched it, so now it's no good. But we can use it for something. So we have this, and I don't know if it's going to be able to fold. Let's see. And both of them go on here. Maybe and maybe not. Let's see. They could be on there together. They could. Let us see if we can straighten it up first. The bone folder on the other side, but scissors do the same thing. All right. And then let's get some music paper. Let's see. Is this going to be enough? It's not really enough. No. What about this end? Let's tear that and that. And let's see. This is a plenty. This is a plenty. So, let's see. We can take a little edge off. A little edge can come off of here. And then we can put this on here up a little bit. Fold. I don't really want that fold like that. And then let's tear this in the scale a little bit. And let's see what we got. Okay, that can work. That can work. So for this one, I'm going to put this under because I don't want to put anything extra on the little teeny paper. I'll put this one under here like this. And then put this in here. And then put this on. But I want some kind of ink on this. What color is that? Let's see. Oh yeah, this can work. It's purple. It almost looks like the pink. Okay. And then all right. Then we're going to put this on here. Like that. And then we're going to put all of these down with this. I could have used that glue stick, but since we're right here, we'll just use this. Because it's regular paper, and regular paper can stick with glue stick easy. All right, and we got that. Okay, and now we will see how we can get our two little images on here. The butterfly and the bunting, the painted bunting. All right, let's put this over here. And then that there. That's okay. And then we'll put a little bit on here because the bird came across here a little bit on there. And let's see. Don't fall. Then we'll have this. Okay, then we'll put that there. You can't see. That's okay, just like that. Okay, and that's what we have. All right, and now on the back, it's just music, but it's okay because as you decorate in the book page or the signature rather, then you can see if you want to add something. Everything don't need something on it, but we added some things to the back of some of them. So y'all, this is what we've done in this little bit of time. Something's missing a lid. Let's see what it is. Because that's the only thing I don't like about these glue pads, because they all stack, but then one of the lids is off. I'm not sure where it goes. Here it is, pink. There it is. All right, see, this got plastic on the bottom. You can't stack plastic. It's not open. All right, so now let's clear the table. Look at what we've done. Okay, let's clear the table. Put cheesecloth, put that. Okay, all of this. All of this. Now, we have this one. Let's get the full effect. Very pretty. I think it needs some kind of, let's use brown. Where's the brown? I was wondering if I was going to put some ink on that, and I think it may need a little brown. Where's the little spray bottle? It's up here. I'll give it a little spritz right there. Set that back. Unless nobody invited you. And then put this over there. Like here. I don't want it at the top, just around the edge. Okay, that's so cute. Can't see the sorry, but you can tell it's back there. I can see it, but it's not too visible. But it's all right. It's all right. Don't put it on the book page, because it'll be on there. All right, so we have this. Very nice. And we have this one. Okay. All right, we got to come back up some. And then we have this one, which is this way. Yeah, it's very cute. And then this. Okay. I put the bow on upside down. Why you didn't tell me that? Why didn't you tell me? The whole thing is upside down. It's okay. Leave it like that. It's fine. Don't nobody know. We just know from the book. It's okay. It's fine. It can stay that way. We know from the book. I know from the book it's this way. But it can be this way. It's fine. Okay, good. And then the back of this is very cool. I like that. It's like a fence or something like that. I like it. Yeah, that's cool. Plus, if I would have put it this way, it would have had, yeah, this is better like this, I think. Yeah, I like it like that. And I love this one. I love this one. Yes. And this one. These turned out pretty cool, right? Turned out pretty cool. Yes. And do we have one more? We're supposed to have 7, so that's 2, 4, 6. Where's the other one? What kind was it? What are you doing over there? Nobody told you to go that way? All right, so we're right here. Let's see. Let's get that purple, because you're looking a little light, and we need to spruce you up just a little bit. Let's put it around the edge of here. Nobody told you set off to the side. Okay? You're part of this gang over here. That's what we're doing. Okay. Oh, that makes that nice. That makes that so nice. Like it, I like it, I like it. Why something's telling me add some blue. I don't even know what that means. But let's see. Maybe. This blue might be very strong. Oh, okay. Just touch it. Don't do too much, because it'll be too much. I don't know why we're getting blue, but just was like, add a little blue. I was like, okay. Something say add some blue. Okay. Turned out all right. Yes. Very nice. Happy ball. How you doing? Look at there. This is what we have made tonight. We made 6 hidden paper clips. And that's lovely. Okay? I love it. I love it. I love it. This is so cool, man. This is very cool. This actually looks like something that's crawling on top of it. But this is very cool. Yes. Okay, so y'all, we've been on here 2 hours, 16 minutes. I got to do better. Y'all got to pray for me so that I can do better with my time and everything. Thank you, Robin. Listen, so we right here with this, and we're going to end our video at this point. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for hanging out with me. Yes, and we're going to say goodnight, and I will see y'all real soon, okay? Don't forget my channel name is going to be changing, but I'm still going to keep my name attached to it. So be on the lookout. I don't know when, maybe tomorrow, but sometime this week. So I'll see y'all soon. Y'all have a great evening and be good. Peace.